Cody, first of all, how's your shoulders feeling?
My shoulder's feeling pretty good. Little,
I know this has happened to you a few times. Was it good or bad? Worse this time? Anything?
it's all the same. I think it's the third or fourth time I've done it. Maybe the third time I've done it, and it's all the same. And then the next day is the same. So I already know. I already expected what to feel and how I was gonna feel. But I feel good right now.
Alana, go ahead.
Cody, what does that say though about the exuberation and the celebration after a moment like that? Obviously, so much at stake, and you guys are still having a good time despite being behind at that, or in the series.
Uh, I mean, are you asking about the celebration?
Yeah, just being that excited about something
Yeah,
and coming together.
yeah. I mean, it was an exciting time. It was pure adrenaline, kind of like a thing where you just black out. And I wish I obviously didn't do that. I wish, I wish I didn't do it, but it was such a cool moment for me, and it was just pure excitement.
Now you guys know who you're playing. How do you think these two teams match up with each team in its respective league having the best records?
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, the only time we've seen them this year is on TV. So I played them a little bit in 18. Just they're a little different team than 18 than 19, as in just players wise. And we know it's going to be a really good series. It's going to be a fun series. They got really good arms over there. Defense is way above average, as we saw in that last series, and we're all looking forward to it. It's going to be fun.
Finally, for me, Cody, Justin Turner was just on here saying that it's an optional workout today, but both of the buses were packed. What does it say about the attitude that this team has and its willingness to want to get better and get the job done?
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, there's a lot of guys in here that came in just to do something really small, just to get ready for tomorrow. And it's a little different scheduling. Usually, I think you have a few more off days before the World Series, a few more off days in the championship series, stuff like that. So people are just getting ready what they have to do to get ready for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Ken.
Hello?
Go ahead, Ken.
Got you.
Cody, I'm just wondering, beyond the team's hopes for the season, when things started in late July, what was your level of optimism or pessimism that the sport would even make it to this point, given the hurdles you dealt with?
Yeah, it was weird. There's some days that you would go work out and you're like, man, I don't even know if we're gonna have a season this year. And then you would read up on social media and be like, oh, okay, things are looking good. We're gonna have a season, and then it just kind of go back and forth, and then so it's just so unique. And hopefully we don't ever have to deal with this again. But it's been challenging. It's been fun, and I think it's showing a lot of people what we can do.
Go ahead, Dylan.
Hey, Cody, yesterday after you guys won, last night after you guys won, Dave Roberts said this is our year. Obviously, you guys have been here twice to the States twice before. I'm sure in those years you guys thought it was, your year too. What feels different about this year? What gives you the confidence that this is actually going to be your year?
I think it's just the way we competed last series, man. We have full confidence in each other. And down 3-1, there really wasn't any panic in this locker room. It was like, okay, we've done this before, and we all trusted in each other, and we knew that whoever was on the mound, whoever was at the plate, would get the job done, and that's just kind of what happened. And we're going to hope we can take that into this series.
From your catch in the previous round to Mookie's catches, Turner's play yesterday at third base. What is it that gives you guys that ability to do that? Almost feels like on a pretty frequent basis. Is that experience? Is that composure? Is that athleticism? Is that what goes into a team being able to do that regularly?
Athleticism, but just having a feel for the field, and understanding where the wall is. And I mean, playing outfield, your whole life, you do have those occasions where you're at the wall or in batting practice. You do practice it sometimes, and when you're a kid, you do practice those opportunities. But for it to happen so often, it's pretty crazy. And for Mookie to do 3 unbelievable catches in 3 games, it was fun to watch from center field.
Just one last one for me. Turner mentioned that after you guys got back to the hotel yesterday, that when you guys kind of gathered outside, that a lot of the conversations kind of switched over to baseball. I'm just kind of wondering, compared to how did that kind of compare, I guess, maybe to previous years? Did you maybe celebrate a little bit more in the past?
I mean, usually we would celebrate in the locker room and then, go your separate ways. And then this year we're obviously stuck in the bubble. So we celebrate here and then we all go back and hang out with each other, and you just have a little more time to just hang out and soak in the experience and talk about what happened. And it's honestly it's been fun.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Jorge.
Cody, how is bubble life?
It's not the hotel is nice. The staff at the hotel has been absolutely amazing. Lucky for us, we've been in one spot basically the whole time, and that helps. It's probably worse for the families because they get to the field later and then they're in their section in the field. But I mean, it's different. It's been a fun experience. We're living all right next to each other, and so it's been pretty fun.
And last night, obviously, the home run's the home run. Everyone's talking about it. But to get to that swing, you fouled off 3 pitches, I think it was. And I'm just wondering, do you think you do that in postseasons in the past? Do you think you had that kind of at bat in that spot?
I feel like I've had good at bats, just not with the result. But that was just me, just battling up there and understanding that the game's tied in the 7th and just trying to get on base, and saw a pitch out of his hand that I knew I could put a good swing on, and I just tried to put a good swing on that pitch.
Does that sort of embody the way you guys think of, how you guys grind at bats out, work pitchers? It's sort of not only your home run, but I mean Kike's too, the way he battled.
Yeah, he battled same amount of pitches, I think, and it's just as most teams in the playoff probably. It's so unselfish around here. It's whatever we have to do to get the guy over, whatever we have to do to get the guy in. From the bullpen, I don't know for sure. They're saying whoever gets the ball, we'll pitch whenever. But it's just everyone's so unselfish, and I think that's a good way to go about it.
Thank you.
Go ahead, David.
Cody, Justin's referred to this text chain that you guys have had since the quarantine time. How much is that part of, holding each other accountable and making sure everybody's on the same page?
Yeah, we've had a group message this whole year, and it's fun. We still got DP in it. He's still active in it, and just making jokes, having fun, and then talking fantasy football, just staying close with each other and having a good time.
Seager, he's not really comfortable with the attention that he's been getting during this season. How would you describe the player that you've been watching all season long compared to years past?
I mean, the guy that we knew he could be. I think he's healthy for sure. He's dealt with some injuries the past year or two. And, I mean, the years before his injury, this is who he was, So, obviously it's not easy to do what he did. He was locked in, and he earned everything that he got this series, and it's been fun to watch.
Like you proved doubters wrong with that home run that you hit last night, because I know you've been asked the questions and you've heard about people dissecting your swing. Do you feel like you proved something to yourself and to them?
It is what it is. For me, the only thing that matters is winning 4 more games. Like, if they want to dissect my swing, whatever it is, but I just want to do anything I can to help this team win in any way. And I think that's my mindset. That's a lot of guys' mindsets. And I'm excited to go out there, and it's going to be a fun series, but hopefully do anything I can to help this team win.
Tim Brown.
Cody, I'm curious, win or lose, what is the thing you're most looking forward to doing when it's all over?
Sorry, one more time. Did I hear that right?
Win or lose, what is the thing you are most looking forward to doing when this is all over and you're out of the bubble?
Sitting on my couch watching football and hopefully having a ring on my finger. That's what I'm most looking forward to.